Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy SpokenGhost, the host with the motherfucking most, man. Through all the hiccups and shenanigans, we got back in this bitch. Passionate just like it says, if you don't get switched, man. This is the throw off episode, man. You know what I'm saying, y'all, man? Shit in the motherfucking building. How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm good, man.
Good, man. Good.
Yeah,
A.K.A. Tip, A.K.A. Tip, A.K.A. motherfucking that man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, you know how we do, man. No matter where we at, we always right here, man. We gotta keep our motherfucking voice down, because we are in motherfucking sanctuary. You know what I'm saying?
Sanctuary.
The sanctuary, dude. You know how we do, man. We can't start the show without motherfucking music. We can do some new shit, man. This is A.K.A. brand new Body Bag 5. Fucking practice, man. I can't get into the whole shit, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it, you know what I mean? My Nice Podcast, episode 18. Shit, man. Shit's crazy, man. Be choking. Shit, man. Get into the shit, man. My Nice Podcast, man, episode 18, man. Shout to motherfucking YouTube, man. Shout to motherfucking SoundCloud subscribers, man. We got about 100 views on that shit, man. We're gonna get to that motherfucking A-Stud practice, like I said. Brand new A-Stud Body Bag 5. We'll get to that motherfucking project, man. That shit was fucking fire. That shit was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of ads, man. It's the ad apocalypse, man. This shit is crazy, man. And everything you look up has a motherfucking ad nowadays.
Oh, dude, no doubt.
It's crazy.
Everything.
Like I said, man, A-Stud practice Body Bag. Practice? Practice.
You talking about practice?
Practice.
Practice.
Hey, eating cereal and shit. I want y'all to get into these motherfucking bars, man. So A-Stud coming back with Body Bag 5, man. Body Bag 4 was a crazy project. Yo, man, that is fucking crazy, bro. I can't even get into the whole fucking track, man. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying, rip off A-Stud. But yo, man, A-Stud is a motherfucking killer, man. He's coming back with Body Bag 5, Body Bag 4. Body Bag, one thing about Body Bag 5 that's different from Body Bag 4, I mean, in no way, shape, or form is this a review of Body Bag 5, because Body Bag 5 literally just dropped today. I'm recording this podcast on, you know what I'm saying, the first shit. I can't really give a full review on the shit right now. I've listened to the first about 5-6 tracks. This is a review on the first 5-6 tracks. The hardest track by far is Practice to me. You know what I'm saying? Practice came out about 3-4 weeks ago. That shit was hard, man. I listened to that shit. I was like, yo, fam, this shit is crazy. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I listened to the first few tracks. I was a little worried, you know what I'm saying? Even with a new album, you know what I'm saying? You always get kind of worried, don't you? You know what I'm saying? You get kind of worried. You always listen to new albums, like the first initial listen, you're like, damn, bro. How he kind of like, when he started, I was like, damn, I don't know, I was kind of worried, but when he got into the shit, I was like, okay, this A-Stud I'm looking for. But one thing that was different about Body Bag 4, he did a lot of remixes. You know, this one, he probably did a lot of, he did more original tracks. You know what I'm saying? He had about, from the first 5-6 tracks I listened to, maybe I got to maybe the 7th track, he had about three remixes on there. So the rest of them were original tracks and shit like that. Yo, man, the shit was crazy, man. The first 5-6 tracks I listened to, you know what I'm saying, the first track I was like, but I gotta go back and listen to it again. When you first listen to the album, you know what I'm saying, that first track is like, I don't know about it. Leo, fam, that shit was crazy though. He got into practice and he started like listening to letters. That shit was just hard. Ace Hood is an underground like killer. You know what I'm saying? He came out and like I remember watching Ace Hood on MTV Jams and growing up to Ace like I'm So Hood, uh, Hustle Hard. Hustle Hard was really one of the tracks that really like like got me on the Ace Hood and shit. And after that, his mainstream appeal kind of died down. What you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Ace Hood. I mean, I've recognized his talent in his trials and tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he's got an odd flow. It's awesome, you know. And like you said with Body Bags, you know, the remixes and Body Bags 4 and shit. I feel like he realized like, I'm better coming off my own beats, coming off his own shit. After he realized that. So Body Bags 5 is more natural off like him.
Word.
You know what I mean? So shit like that. And you see more of the artist out there. You know what I mean? Coming off his natural beats and shit. You see his diversity and everything. And like you said, and listening to an album first off, you don't know like in general or something. So straight off the rip, you're like, I don't know. But as you listen on.
And when it got to the practice and the Space Cadet remix, I'm like, okay. Then he did the ZZ remix, I'm like, okay. This Ace Hood, I'm looking for it. This Ace Hood rock with. You know what I'm saying? Ace Hood never fails, man. He never fails. He never the one thing when his mainstream appeal decreased, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really in the limelight like that. He kind of like he started making these projects. I forgot Starvation 3. Mm-hmm. That was really the one that really got me back on it. He had a lot of originals, it was really an album. Say a lot of these niggas really making albums like Side of Friends with Black History Project. That was a mixtape. Like that shit was crazy. Black History Project was crazy. That shit was an album.
NAACP.
No doubt. That's 1 and 2. NAACP 1 and 2. It should have been an album. And those are free mixtapes he's just giving away. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy, bro. Both of those was crazy. Man. This is crazy about these people, these MCs, like a lot of them putting out these albums, putting out these mixtapes because of the albums. You know what I mean? This is the real late cast. You know what I'm saying? This shit is coming out at 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's real late class. That's like I said, I'm thinking about changing the name of this podcast to the real late class. You know what I'm saying? Or the real late cast or some shit like that. Because I always do this shit late. Sometimes we do this shit early. We got into a discussion about Ace Hood in the first part of the podcast, but I really want to jump into this whole Alex Jones shit. He just came back. Alex Jones recently just came back to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The Alex Jones case, like that whole thing, I was kind of following it. The YouTube is a private company. You know what I'm saying? They have the right. They're not public. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to adhere to everybody's, you know what I'm saying, sensibilities and shit like that. You know what I mean? So when the whole reason they kicked, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this is where you get to shit about the government. The government created a term. You can go look all this information up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I was a huge conspiracy theorist. I've been diving into conspiracy theories since I was 13. So say I have like fucking bachelor's degree in the conspiracy theory. Some shit like that. I had a podcast before called Don't Let the Hot Force Mind. You know what I'm saying? Which was completely conspiracy theories. I had that shit in high school. That was completely conspiracy theories. The whole shit was quote unquote conspiracy theory. And I feel kind of bad saying the term conspiracy theory because the government created the term conspiracy theory to discredit because the whole word conspiracy, they created those, they put those two words together to discredit people that are coming up with like, okay, you believe, how can you not believe that the government, how can you think the government is batting 1,000 with the shit that they're doing? You know what I'm saying? That they're not, you know what I'm saying, they're not infallible. You know what I'm saying? The government is, how can you like, if you look into all the shit that I'm not saying every conspiracy theory is real, but I'm saying if you look into all the shit they have done, the shit, all the shit that's been classified, and the shit that's really going on, you can read the shit, you know what I'm saying? They make sure the code a little bit. You got to read between the lines. So they say, you know what I'm saying? These politicians can really smooth talk, really get slick. And this is the whole thing that goes back to Alex Jones. One thing Alex Jones touched on is like this governor. And this governor was recently in the news wearing blackface and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He was in the news. That governor that was in the news and had the blackface photo. Remember that? Yeah. No, not Gucci. It was the governor with the blackface. You remember the governor that had the blackface photo? That whole thing came out. You know, so it was kind of big. Um, he had recently came out. Alex Jones talked about they're doing post-term abortions, like the viable baby. You know what I'm saying? Babies that, you know what I'm saying,
It's already been
born. There's nothing wrong with them. And the thing that Alex Jones was touching on is if you listen to like the things that the governor was saying, these politicians could really talk smooth and really talk slick and shit like that. And if you listen to it on the surface level, when I listened to it initially on the surface level, I was like, there's nothing wrong with what he said. But if you go back and listen to the clip and listen to the key words, you know what I'm saying? Alex Jones and Joe Rogan pointed it out. He said resuscitate. And when they said the key words was resuscitate, and I was like, yo, we resuscitate the baby. Yeah. It's sometimes sometimes the baby has deformities. You know what I'm saying? If the baby comes out wrong, the mother and the doctor make a decision. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that he was going into, that Alex Jones was going into, is that this is really crazy, deep level shit. Like that. When people say about conspiracy theories and they talk about they, I never say they. I refer to them they as the deep state or like the undercover or like the people who you know what I'm saying, who are moving, maybe moving in like a rogue way. Not, I don't want to call it rogue, but like I call it the deep state. Because when people say they, you already seem crazy. You know what I'm saying? I never say they. You know, say they are doing this and they are doing that. I'm saying I refer to them as the deep state. That's the way, you know what I'm saying, I refer to they. You know what I'm saying? They are. This is they're harvesting. One thing Alex Jones is getting into is like, I gotta do some more research into this topic, but one thing he was getting into was how they are harvesting organs, you know what I'm saying, babies that are coming out post-term and shit like that. Um, when the governor said to resuscitate, you know what I'm saying, the doctor, there's a special wing. You know, I gotta do more additional research into this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe everything Alex Jones says. You have to do research for yourself. You don't wanna just take somebody's word for everything. You know what I'm saying? But Alex Jones, like a lot of the shit that if you really look into it, like the whole thing about Alex Jones is he said he said he's the one. A lot of the shit that he said has came true. You know what I'm saying? About the NSA, listening to your phone calls and watching you through the TV, watching you through your phone. He said that before, like it actually came out in the news. You know what I'm saying? But that shit that we already knew. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about what the governor said that we necessitate that these doctors are that there's a special wing in the hospital where some hospitals where doctors are they say basically these babies are worth $500,000. Their organs are worth $500,000, and the doctor can choose to have a slow hand in resuscitating the baby. You know what I'm saying? They can get paid $500,000 for not fully resuscitating the baby. You know what I'm saying? I watched this film with I think it was Bruce Willis Death Wish, where these kids, he was a doctor. It kind of ties in, but it's kind of like I can give you like a frank reference what I'm talking about. You see Death Wish before?
Yeah.
Willis, you know the people kill his family. He's a doctor, and the dude who killed his family, you know, saying the scene where the dude killed his family comes to the hospital, he's shot, and Bruce Willis like he could save him, but he wasn't moving fast enough. You know, so you remember that scene? He wasn't moving fast enough to save the dude who shot him, who shot his family and killed him. Yeah. So he like kind of backed off. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Like, they can choose to not fully get all of it. They are dirty out like that. You know what I'm saying? your organs is worth, like your liver, your heart, all that shit's worth $500,000. And they can choose if the baby has performance and shit like that. They can harvest the baby's organs. And this bill just got passed in New York and California, I think. You know what I'm saying? Post-term abortion shit viable and some viable baby. You know what I'm saying? Babies nothing wrong with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really like. I mean, I kind of stopped getting to the conspiracy theory shit because I was kind of just, to be honest, I was just kind of like I was doing research at the same time, but I was kind of listening to some of the shit that Alex Jones says. And some of this dude named from AMTV, I think his name Christopher, not his last name, but I was kind of taking with some of what they said and doing my own research into it and just kind of giving my own opinion on that shit like that. But yo, fam, this shit just goes to a whole nother discussion about censorship. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube, one thing that see, and I gotta do my research on this shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing that Alex Jones touched on in his interview with Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience, he touched on how he was targeted by the IRS and shit like that for the things that he said about Sandy Hook. And here's the whole thing about, and this is a very sensitive subject because here's the thing: when people hear the term conspiracy theorists, you think we're a crazy person like me. We believe everything's corrupt. And everything is corrupt, but like, you know what I'm saying? But not you know what I'm saying, not in that manner, but you know what I'm saying? The whole we're not saying it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I say we, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of a part of this conspiracy theorist community because I put a lot of time to research and actual research into some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit's fucked up, a lot of this shit's crazy. So there are things called crisis actors. If you're aware of crisis actors too.
Yeah.
Crisis actors, people who are presented, you know what I'm saying, that on my Instagram. You know, when I was really heavy to conspiracy theories, I posted a picture of this same girl who was at multiple travesties on American soil, multiple things that happened. I posted there was the same girl crying. You know what I'm saying? This huge crisis actor.
Yeah, it went around the internet for a while.
Right, yeah, she was a crisis actor. You know what I'm saying? The same girl at least 15, 12, 15, like 12 different events. You know what I'm saying? She was an actual crisis actor. You know what I'm saying? These things are exist, and these things provide. You ever heard of the term provocateur? People who are provocative. And it gets a whole deeper meaning. Woody Harrelson, you know Woody Harrelson, Woody Harrelson, right? His dad was a provocateur. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole thing. I forgot which thing it's not the Dead Pigs, it's something different. It's something American soil where these known assassins, like these known government assassins, were sent into an area I forgot what. You know, I should really look this shit up, but it's got a lot of people shit you gotta look up time to do that. But they were sent into an area to inspire like a riot, like not like a riot, but inspire just to, you know, fuck up the function. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like fuck up the function. Like they were sent there by the government to just to fuck up the function, to stir the pot, and to get people riot, to start a war. You know, to start a social war. You know what I'm saying? These are real things that really happen if you look into this shit. Woody Harrelson's dad was a known assassin, known government assassin. You know what I'm saying? He was great. Go look that shit up. That whole story is crazy. He was right. He was with the Kennedy assassination. They was there, you know, the whole magic bullet theory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Woody Harrelson's dad was a known assassin. He was there to make sure the shit went down how it was supposed to go down. If you look into the whole Kennedy shit, not just the surface level shit, like if you look into the whole scope of the shit is really crazy, bro. But oh man, like I miss talking about conspiracy theories, man. This shit is fucking nostalgic for me. Talking about shit all the time, but I was talking about censorship. Oh yeah, I got to finish the point I'm saying. We're not saying as a conspiracy part of the conspiracy theory community, we're not saying that Sandy Hook didn't happen. It's just certain shit fishy about it. That's the only thing that people were misinterpreting what Alex said. You know what I'm saying? And he got kicked off of YouTube. He got kicked off of um, um, not only off YouTube was one of his biggest platforms. He got kicked off of iTunes. Apple kicked him off, and he had 26 million people. He had 26 million people listening to what he said. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be you don't have to be a sheep. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to you don't have to agree with everything he's saying. But he had certain points, and some of the things that he said have actually happened. He actually not predicted, but some of the shit you can read out 1984. You know, 1984, not this shit. You know what I'm saying? He actually, said some shit that took place later. You know what I'm saying? He actually said some Bible shit that's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That shit really happened. You know what I'm saying? It came out later. But at the end of the was fighting shit, that shit really happened, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We're not saying it didn't happen. We're saying like some shit fishy about it, and there was a crisis actor there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's a really sensitive subject. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that was a huge reason why they kicked him off. But that's free speech, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's crazy as fuck to say that, this is one children. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. It's like, yo, it's some fishy shit going on. It's a really such thing as real things called provocateurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I like me personally. I think I've come into contact with one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to speak too soon. You know what I'm saying? This shit is real, and people really die over this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think I really come in contact with a provocateur, and some of these people are Russian intelligence. Yo, I don't want to keep talking about this shit, because this shit is really crazy. You know what I'm saying? This shit is real. You know what I'm saying? This shit is real, and really come get your ass with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and get into something else. You know what I'm saying? Till us really checked out on this topic.
No, I'm just listening, dude. I'm just listening.
He's really checked out.
Listening, man.
Oh yeah, one thing about Alex Jones, the IRS targeted him and classified him as like as a terrorist in the financial community just for his outspoken view on society.
Right.
And they closed 6 of his bank accounts. You know, so he had 6 bank accounts. Still, so they closed 6 of his bank accounts. They classified him as a terrorist just because of something he said. You know what I'm saying? And it was egregious, but not egregious enough to, close 6 of his bank accounts. Like, they classify him as a terrorist in financial terms and shit like that. The shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The way they doing Alex is really fucked up, and a lot of people miss him. And that's why it had 4 million views in one day. You know what I'm saying? Joe Rogan podcast is big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Joe Rogan Experience is big enough as it is, but that podcast had 4 million views in one day. And people miss Alex. You know what I'm saying? People miss him on YouTube. Everything. People miss InfoWars. You know what I'm saying? People miss watching that on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And hearing that on iTunes on the day. You know what I'm saying? He would speak for 6 hours a day. He might put in a 7, 8 hour shift. I think the most he do is 6, 7 hours. He literally puts in a shift talking. He's talking, and he makes like crazy ass money off that shit. But that iTunes shutting down, YouTube shutting down really kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? And kind of, he only has Infowars.com left. You know what I'm saying? He can't post. YouTube won't let him post on iTunes, on YouTube or iTunes. Apple won't let him post on iTunes. This is really fucked up. This whole censorship thing it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's free speech. You know what I'm saying? I believe in free speech and shit like that. But we'll go ahead and take a quick fucking break because we don't want the camera to, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have to get back into this shit. We'll come back and talk about Takeover versus these. You know what I'm saying? I know Tiller really want to get into that discussion. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get into y'all after the motherfucking break. It is White Nice Podcast, episode 18. Y'all motherfucking come right back at you. Peace. Yo, man, it's your boy SpokenGhost, the host with the motherfucking most, man. Love coming to you live from Twinkies Fed. Yo, man, this is the Mighty Nights podcast, man. This is the crazy ass late episode because I wanted to fucking start it. You did. Man, this is the Mighty Nights podcast. That's motherfucking late, man. It's motherfucking Twinkie right there. Gang shit. That's motherfucking shit, man. Squad, man. Squad is done.
I should thank you.
No fucking problem. It's all love it, man.
All love, my dog.
Friends of the show. Friends of the show. These are friends of the show.
But anywho,
Yo,
this motherfucker.
Yo,
Thanks. All right, let's just dive straight into it. No. Let's dive straight into it. We can do that. And all of a sudden you right into it. You had your little, your what do I call it? You kept going, so I just rode with it, man. I'm just letting you go, man. I don't want to interrupt you. I ain't the type of person to interrupt people, so whatever. But since we're
before we dive into this shit, we always come back to music, man. What I want to do, this is something we never done on the podcast. I want to finish some more of that fucking A-Still practice, man. Go listen to that new Body Bag 5, man. Shout out to motherfucking A-Still. Let's get it. Body Bag 5 out right now, nigga. SpokenGhost DaRula out right now, nigga. More out right now, nigga. So out right now, nigga. Wasteland out right now, nigga. Fucking Intermittent out right now, nigga. Gang, you know what I'm saying? SpokenGhost in this bitch. They said Body Bag 5, we'll get that. SpokenGhost, question mark, we'll get that. Damn, I want to play that whole shit. That shit is fucking fire, man. We have to get back to that motherfucker. So we're going to do a full fucking album review. But I know Taylor really going to get into this motherfucking Takeover versus Ether.
Ether versus Takeover. The best goes first. So you got to do Ether versus Takeover.
I want you to go, man. I did a whole lot of reading.
No, that's fine.
Yo, you go. I want you to go.
Alright, that's fine. I can go. I will go. So this is what I'm saying, alright? So this is my we've been friends since middle school. So since probably freshman year, I think this subject came up. And it'll probably be a subject till we die.
2 years into college.
We're gonna be arguing till we die probably about the subject because he's just so stubborn. You just don't know.
Bro, I think Takeover is better. Takeover is better song. Okay. And I know, and I'm missing a whole lot of historical context. I didn't grow up in the time. I grew up in the time, but I wasn't old enough to. I didn't really, I wasn't old enough to really get into the shit. I know this is like Jay-Z's second diss track or something like that. He put out Super Ugly first, and he came out with Takeover. I'm just saying, Takeover to me is a better song than Ether. Even I'm not saying in no way, shape, or form that Ether is trash. Because that's a sin against hip hop. And I'm coming from this whole shit like, yo, man, music art is not subjective, bro. Like, and I touched on this earlier in the earlier podcast, but nobody can come to me and tell me that Method Man, Redman, Blackout Take 1 and 2 is whack. Like, bro, you're wrong, bro. Like it's literally a fact that those projects are dope as fuck.
Okay. So
nobody can come to me and tell me King Los is whack. Like, bro, you're dumb as fuck. That shit is false. Like, it is a fact. Like, these are facts. Like, some shit is just facts. Like, music is not subjective. Like, it's not. You know what I'm saying? These are facts.
These facts.
Takeover. To me, it's a fact that Takeover. It's a fact that Ether. It's a fact that Ether is dope song. Ether is dope. Ether is dope fucking song. Ether is dope as this. I fuck with Ether, but Takeover to me is just smoother. It just fucking ride better to me. I'm just saying. you know what I'm saying? I know this is a very controversial subject, and this is coming from fucking some super millennials.
Okay,
Super
okay, come on,
millennials,
tell.
you know what I'm saying? This
Let me
comes from super
elaborate.
millennials. We have not grown up in the era. We didn't grow up in that time, you know what I'm saying? So we can't really connect like the motherfuckers who grew up in that time connect. But I'm saying to me, I'm coming from a super millennial, you know what I'm saying? Someone, you know what I'm saying?
Let me
Takeover to me, just ride harder than even though I'm not saying nowhere, shape, or form.
You say it's smoother. It's smoother.
The beat.
So check
ROC. You better just like this shit just come in hard. This shit just come in. Okay, cool. Fly. This shit just fly as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well then that's
in a cipher. This is how I judge best rapper. Like and judging the best rapper is so hard because there's so many rappers who can rap. There's so many rappers who can fucking rap. They're so dope. There's so many rappers. I can name 20 rappers who can fucking rap. Like, just fucking kill shit. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard to do. The way I judge it now is in a cipher, who would have the hardest verse. In a cipher, if there was a cipher with, let's just throw some random names. Nas. Okay, this cipher has Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, Busta Rhymes, T.I. Who's gonna have the best? Who's gonna have the best?
Nas is gonna have the best
in a cipher.
You know why? Because he's the best
artist
out of all
rap skills.
All rap skills. Nas is the best lyricist out of every. I can
kind of see that. That's the thing. I can see that. I will give you that.
Best lyricist.
I will give you that. Nas is impeccable lyricist, and he will probably have the best performance in the cipher.
Being an impeccable lyricist, when
it comes to that. I don't want to hear it. I can see the nuance in Nas.
When it comes to being an impeccable lyricist, when it comes to disses, and you're like Jay-Z, you said he comes on the track smoother, whatever the feeling, the smoother when you listen to it. That's fine. That smoothness is whatever. Jay-Z can take that smoothness. That's what he's known for. That's what he's known for. That's what he's known for.
More impeccable. He's more.
No.
He's a good. He's a better.
That's what he's known for.
I would call him better. He's a great lyricist.
No, he's better.
And I give him that. But Ether versus I'm not saying no way in shape or form.
If you name two artists, I'm gonna be straight up. Who's better?
Like nobody can come to me and say Ether is whack.
Okay, that's fine. And people can come to me and say Takeover's whack.
And that's where you fucked up.
And I'm gonna say,
come to me and say Takeover.
Okay, I can see where you do that.
Takeover's whack. It's not whack. Music is not subjective, bro.
Okay,
that shit is hard. That shit is hard.
All right, it's okay. It's okay. Just. All right,
that shit is hard. Man.
Listen, check this out.
That shit hard.
This is my point of view. My point of view is it's okay. Jay-Z,
it's the rock.
Let me talk.
Go get title right now. Go get title right now. If you wavy, go get title. Go get title right now.
All right, so check.
Title, nigga.
You can't tell this man nothing. This is the man that went around high school saying Earl Sweatshirt's the goat. Look, Earl Sweatshirt's awesome. But
Earl Sweatshirt is fire. I don't know if he won. He's one of my favorite rappers. He's one of the greatest rappers. He's not. I don't know if he's the GOAT. He's one of my favorite rappers.
So let's not get sidetracked.
He's one of my favorite rappers. Earl Sweatshirt is dope as fuck.
Ether's bars are 10 times to me harder than Takeover. 10 times. You know why?
There's the thing
you know why?
Ether bars is okay.
Okay.
Do Ether bars.
Okay.
Favorite.
My favorite bar from Ether is.
I'm not saying Ether's not. I'm not saying Ether's whack, bro. I'm not saying Ether's whack. It's not whack. It's a dope ass song. But Takeover is just ride smoother. It's feel better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm not, dude. I'm telling. There's no way. Okay, I can spit this bar in my head from Ether, and there's not another bar in Takeover that can compare to it. Like literally, not another bar. He goes, I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. Y'all try to take my spot, fellas. Philly's hot rock, fellas. Put you in a dry spot, fellas. In a pine box from 9 shots from my Glock, fellas. Come on, dude.
That's hard.
That's dummy, bro. It's not hard. It's dummy. And there's not a bar in Takeover.
J-Over, a little soldier getting ready for war, man. Yo, man, that shit is, man. You like, man, that shit crazy. Takeover with the way Jay-Z was just kind of smooth talking that whole just being fly with the shit.
It's okay, you can be fly, you can smooth talk it, but guess what? Nas isn't about being fly. He's about coming at you with real facts.
Jay-Z, okay, here we go.
In '88, you was getting chased through your building, calling my crib, and I ain't even give you my
Jay-Z more would have more finesse. He had more finesse. That's what I have to say. He had more finesse.
Okay, he had more finesse, and Nas came more from the street, that underground, that fucking just
Yeah,
straight.
he had more finesse and polish to his shit. But Nas is raw. I love that raw gritty shit. I'm a raw. I love that raw. I love that raw gritty hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That whole Don Q versus Tory Lanez. Don Q versus Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? I even though Tory Lanez diss was fire to me, I listened to that Don Q diss. Like I had the ugly face. You know the whole you listen to a rap song, you get that ugly face the whole time.
Yeah. No, Don Q's diss was sick.
And I love that raw 3D hip hop. I love that
see,
raw
that's the thing
shit.
with Tory right now.
Tory
Tory thinks he's topping every rapper that he's facing.
But Don Q's diss was just harder to me.
Listen,
And I don't give a fuck about.
I think Joyner's was better than
I don't give a
Tory's.
fuck how many streams and how many people listen to it. Like just because 4 million people listen to your shit and 2 million people listen to my shit, that don't mean your shit is harder.
No,
that doesn't mean that. It's
because
just more people clicking on your phones. Just
because your name's more heard, heard than this name doesn't mean
that's not a real metric of what's dope to me. So
there's more Tory Lanez songs out than Don Q songs. There's more Tory Lanez songs out than Jordan Lucas songs out. Of course, Tory Lanez gonna have more recognition at this point of view in his career.
Yeah.
But when you sit
hard.
down and evaluate the songs, like the actual the talent behind it, everything, just fucking everything. Tory Lanez is getting bodied by rappers, and most people aren't seeing it. He's getting bodied by rappers. He's fucking around calling out the wrong people. Dreamville, especially.
I fuck with Tory Lanez. And here's the thing about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez didn't come out as the same. Tory Lanez, I was a Tory Lanez fan.
I mean, Tory Lanez got bars
since Friday 13th. Tory Lanez started as a rapper. If you remember his Niggas in Paris freestyle, he was rapping. Tory Lanez started. People think Tory Lanez started as a singer. He didn't start as a singer, but he started out rapping. You know what I'm saying? He's not just a singer. He's not a singing nigga like that. He started out rapping, writing his own raps. He writes his own shit. He did a bunch of freaking remixes of freestyle for the ignorant shit mixtape. That shit came out in 2012. That shit came out in 2011, 2012. Niggas don't even know. People think Tory Lanez just came out with Say It. They don't even know that. People don't know that Tory Lanez is a rapper. And he just started singing.
But that's the thing. He's being ignorant now. He's trying to go.
He came out with a mixtape called Ignorant Shit in 2012.
And that's
he was a rapper. He's a rapper. Tory Lanez is a rapper. He started
7
singing.
years ago. Right now, what I'm saying it's 2019. You started a new trend. You did your own thing. You went in you're diverse. You're showing your diversity. You went in a whole other direction. You showed what you can do, and then you want to jump back on this, what I want to call, but not necessarily a bandwagon, but he's jumping back on. He's starting to rap more now instead of singing now.
Yeah,
like he's doing a lot more.
He's a rapper.
I know that.
He's a singer, but he's not a singer.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a rapper.
He went into a whole other lane.
Yeah,
he started singing more, like years, 3-4 years of just singing. I mean, he did some verses.
He sung some songs.
He did some verses, but he's a rapper. But what I'm saying is that his diversity showed when he separated 2012, 2013. From there on out, he started singing more. And you're like, all right, this is more diverse. Like Jid, he showed his diversity in his color stuff. He is a rapper. He's a fucking legit rapper, but he showed that he can go on that soft side and be. Right. He can slow down the beat. He can break down the story for you. In that, like Tory now, what I'm saying is he's doing more rapping instead of singing now. Like, when was the last time you heard Tory sing on a song in the last, odd so much when all this beef with rappers? You know what I mean? This probably started, August last year? All this beef with rappers. Ever since I heard singing beef.
Yo, I mean, rap is a competitive sport. I know that.
Exactly.
I didn't do nothing. You know my beefs. You know my rap beefs.
He's
he just want to rap. I understand rappers want to rap.
But when you want
to rap, nigga.
I get it. You can rap. You want to rap.
That's rap, nigga.
It's alright. You can be if you're a rapper, you can want to rap. Obviously, you're gonna want to rap. You're gonna obviously want to do whatever. But at the same time, don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant with your talent. There's boundaries to this shit. Like, there's boundaries. Don't go out calling heads out. Calling heads
Just a
people
rapper,
ain't
like,
getting your
I
money.
had that, yo, bro. Like, when I was rapping myself, like, yo, bro, like, me and Jay Z going to cypher, nigga, I'm gonna kill Jay Z, nigga. That's how you supposed to feel. If you rap, and nigga, if you don't feel like you could kill Eminem, I feel like if me and Eminem got a track, I would kill that nigga. If you don't feel like that as a rapper, don't rap, nigga. Don't rap. If you don't feel that, like, if you don't, bruh,
I still think Tory Lanez got
if you don't
bodied.
feel that as a rapper, if you don't feel like you can kill any rapper on any day, on your best day, on my best day, Jay-Z, Eminem, none of them niggas got shit on me on my best day. And I really feel like that. Every rapper feels like that. If you don't feel like that, don't rap, nigga.
Right, yeah.
You can't have one foot in, one foot out, nigga. If you don't feel like that on my best day, nigga, on my best day, I would kill Jay-Z, King Los, Eminem, all the bro, fuck. Like, if you don't feel like that, then you don't rap, nigga. Don't rap. Like, you can't. You want lukewarm with it. Lukewarm with it. You're supposed to be out for the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how a rapper's supposed to feel. And I can't dog him for that. Because if you're a rapper, if you really, in Tory Lanez is a rapper, like I said, if you really rap, nigga, that's how you supposed to feel. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to feel like, yo, fuck any rapper. I will fuck any rapper up any day on my best day.
Yeah.
On my best day, nigga, what? Fuck, I would kill any one of these niggas. Any rapper, pick a name. Jid, J. Cole, any of them. On my best day, if you rap, nigga, that's how you supposed to feel, and I get that. I understand that. That's how I feel. That's real legit shit. I really feel like that. I really feel like that. Any J. Cole feel like that. Jid feel like that.
They
Kendrick
should
feel like that.
You know why? Because
Tory Lanez feel like that.
so
Don Q feel like that. Any rapper you can name feels like that, and that's how you supposed to feel. If you really rap, you really about this rap shit. That's how you supposed to feel. The baby, any rapper you can name. Any rapper who really rap. Any rapper who really rap. Any rapper, name any rapper who really rap. That's how they feel.
They should.
And that's how you should be. If you don't stop rapping.
You're repeating yourself. I hear you. That's what you're saying. I hear you. That's how you should feel.
That's how you should feel. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, Tory Lanez, and there's certain things like you can certain rap. It's a lot of rappers who can rap, who can really rap. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of rappers who can really rap. And I fuck with a lot of rappers who can really rap. Like, man, this shit's crazy.
Tell you what. A.K.A. Check it out. Either's better than Takeover, hands down. Better than Takeover.
Even though I fuck with Nas hard, I got Nas right. And I got Jay-Z right.
All right.
I got.
How about we leave it up to y'all? How about y'all leave comments, whatever, likes,
Either
whatever,
Takeover.
everything. Either versus Takeover. Y'all let us know. All right. And maybe this will settle the discussion. I have so much faith in what the fuck y'all have to say. Because I know the world knows. It's just how the fuck we're going to convince this guy. Anywho, let's get into something I wanted to talk about. Oh, excuse me.
No, reincarnation.
No. In a second. But,
It's about.
Yeah. But while we're into the talking about artists and shit, the Migos have just
Migos.
They just have finished. All three of them have just finally finished. Not finally finished, but over the course of the last probably year and a half, they've all individually been working on solo albums, and more recently, the last solo album to drop was Offset's. And yeah, I mean, you know the popular name, Quavo, Offset, Takeoff. Most people
Takeoff releases album yet?
Yeah, the last
I listen to Quavo's album. I let Shorty listen to Quavo's album.
No, Takeoff's my favorite.
Let's do it for track 3. Track 3 is track 3. You know what I'm saying? Track 3.
Mm-hmm.
Track 3. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joe Budden podcast. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is, I want to get people's info on this. Is what album do you what solo album do you think is best? Because the most slept on out of all of them is it. Back me up on this. It's excuse me. God, sorry, I'm brain fart. It's late at night, boys.
What are you talking about?
Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset. Takeoff's the last memory.
Oh yeah, Takeoff.
But Takeoff is the most slept on, if you ask me. He's the most slept on out of all the Migos. And his solo album to me it went the hardest. It bumped the hardest. It's still on my playlist right now. And all my boys still bump it. Quavo's died down really quick. Quavo's name is really popular. So I mean, when you drop a solo album, of course people are gonna listen to it at first, but it's not. It's the things that stick around for months. Shit, you're still bumping. After shit dies down. When shit's still bumping, it's still a banger. You know what I mean? So, but Takeoffs to me was the best, and that's just because he showed his diversity in that. He you don't usually see the shit that he did. I mean, he did his normal Migos flow, cool for the kid, cop it, pull it, stick, stop it. It's his regular shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to flows like that, Takeoff's the most talented with that shit. He's good, bro.
Yeah, Quavo, you good for the melodies. Takeoff, you know what I'm saying? Takeoff can do the melody shit too, but he can, you know what I'm saying? He got a little bit more balance. He got a little more attack and shit. A lot more attack with style.
Yeah, for sure.
Takeoff was kind of like in the middle.
You just said Takeoff.
No, I'm talking. I'll say Quavo. Quavo with the melodies. Takeoff. Not Takeoff. Quavo, Takeoff. Offset. I'm thinking about Offset, nigga. Offset got the one with the attack with his accuracy, but to be honest, I've been listening to the Migos since Bando and all that, you know what I'm saying? YRN 2, and I went back, I was looking back at the YRN 1, all this, I'm back to all that older shit. They have
all the older shit.
Yeah. Y'all, the Migos got a lot of things. They got a lot of hits. They got a lot of hits, underground hits. Actually, my friend, me and Mello, you know what I'm saying? Me and Mello was shout out Mello, man. Me and Mello was the one like really on Migos, like, you know what I'm saying, with Bando and shit like that. We used to funk at some of us. Me and Mello used to sing at some of us, and us in the class, in the history class. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fun. Yeah.
Back in the day, bro. Back in high school, Migos was popping.
Yeah, that's when everybody got big and shit like that. Shit, man. Damn, it's kind of getting close to the end of the show, but before we get out of here, man, we're touch on this shit. What do you think happens when you die? What do you think happens when you die?
Shit, man. If we're gonna be honest, this kind of comes back to artists nowadays, kind of touching on more subjects like this. Hobson, especially things like that, Dax, Cole, even. It's like putting your faith in a higher power. It's just having that insurance that there's a higher power. I know what you're saying after death, but what I'm saying is, what do you think? That's what I'm trying to get to. But like, I can't tell you that when I die, my body's gonna go into another place, or my soul's gonna carry on to heaven or hell or whatever, because I can't necessarily tell you that I believe in. I know that something great fucking made this place, obviously. But I can't tell you when I die. It's not just over. I can't put my faith into it. And unfortunately, I have to learn how to do that. Something I have to do with myself. But reincarnation is a like we were talking about earlier. Reincarnation is a thing that something you could jump on just as much as Christianity. You know what I mean?
You know I'm crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know I'm
crazy.
Yeah,
I know you're crazy.
Yo, I think I've been here before. Man, I done seen shit. I've seen a lot of shit, man. I've seen some shit, man, in my I done seen some shit in my synapses, man. Whatever you call it, bro. I done seen some shit, man. Like, yo, I legit think I've been before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I legit think, I legit think you start over.
Like you were born again.
I don't know.
Reincarnated.
My consciousness, because I legit feel like this is a simulation. You know what I'm saying? It could be a life. This life is we living right now. It could be a simulation, right? You know what I'm saying? I believe in, like, somebody had to create this.
I wish the stickiness from the orange on my fingers was simulation.
But it feels real, you know what I'm saying? But
she said no, but this is like might be a simulation.
Like, well, I feel like, okay, here's my own perspective on God and shit like that. Like, it's obvious. This is a grand design. This whole shit, like me cleaning up this iPhone, me shooting this podcast right now, me that drop that. Like, it's a whole lot of shit going on. This is a whole lot of shit to manage. You know what I'm saying? And somebody had to create the shit. So I believe there's a higher power. I believe in God, but the whole necessary that the whole thing that the whole saying that God is good. I'm not sure that God is necessarily good because oh shit, I come from this school of thought that we are God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And not like in the Kanye sense of like Jesus, but like you can manifest things with your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can think about shit. And it can happen. You know, I've had deja vu. It happened. I've had deja vu. I've seen some shit happen, and I can dream of something, or like if I was having like a real lucid dreams and shit like that. I've seen some shit that happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can manifest shit with your mind. So in that aspect, we are kind of God in the way that we can manifest things with our mind. When you put enough attention to shit with your mind. But it's like, yo, like I just feel like I just feel like God, it's so much shit going on in the world. God doesn't have the time to be good, right? And if you go read back in the Bible, it says that God was so ashamed. Like back when I think it was in the time of Adam and Eve, Noah's Ark, like shit like that. God turned his back on the world for like 500 years because he was so ashamed of what he saw. And I was like, yo, I didn't have a dad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like God turned his back on the world, so he was, in a sense, a deadbeat dad. And I just come from the spot of like, yo, God don't have time to be good. I feel like God is, he created all this shit. There's so much shit going on right now. God is an egotistical, narcissistic asshole. Even though that he created all this shit, this shit is great. You know what I'm saying? God is great for it. It's so much shit going on. Like I said, like, look, you doing that, I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's so much shit going on. They doing that back there, like whatever they doing back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much shit going on. God is great for creating this, but he's like, yo, I created this shit, so y'all figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all the power to manifest and things like that, so y'all are God in a sense. But I just feel like God is an egotistical, narcissistic asshole because he just turned his back on the world for 500 years and left us with no guidance. And I didn't have a father, so I just feel like my father turned his back on me. So why did he turn his back on us? It's because he was ashamed of what he created. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is your creation, motherfucker. So you have to take care of what you created. You know what I mean? You have to take care of what you created, motherfucker. You can't just turn your back on it. It says that in the Bible. It's literally admitted. And people just take this shit. You know what I'm saying? It says that he turned his back on the world for 500 years just because he was ashamed of what is happening. Nigga, you created this shit. This is all you. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be ashamed of what you created. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that there is a God, but I don't know if I can say that he's good. You know what I'm saying? People always say, our God is good all the time. Is he really good all the time? He don't have time to be good all the time. Even though there's three of them. They don't have time. The world is so big, so much shit going on, so much war, famine, crazy shit, the social shit going on. Like, they don't have time to be good. Even though this shit is great for what they created. So he had to create three motherfuckers to do it, and they still can't. Three motherfuckers can't control 8 billion, however many people in the world, 8 billion people, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I just think we come back. I just think I think I've really seen this shit before. You know, I think that I'm a Moor. You know what the Moors are?
Yeah.
Then we are really, really crazy for the show. We got about an hour of footage. I think we go ahead. We need to. This is gonna save this for another discussion.
Facts. Till next time.
Till next time. Before we get out of here, man. Before we get out of here, just the last time this time before we get out of here, we always do some shit on Right 16. Next time we finish the podcast. We'll get into the shit. I said Right 16. We'll get out of here. Doing this shit with no ethanol, blowing no hella dope. I call it vegetables. Turn up, I burn you, refreshing my quality, feeling incredible. Shit is indelible. Mean it's forever. 162 hell's flow. Lord knows, fed it many folds. Folded many folds, eyes closed, goes go deeper than sin codes behind Khalifa through this off the reaper, knowing and geeking his wisdom. Y'all may trip and slip, bing, nigga ain't had a good thing going. Fucked me fucked up, now back on. This shit flew no fun. 747, fuck that, fighter jet, heat seeking for some deployed. Love yourself. Yes, you wanted to smoke, not sure. It's not a decision but choice. This is precision, my boy. You finally finished the minutes that usually a minute, but niggas gotta tighten up. Before I light it up like the sun in the morning. You are some sun in the morning. You are some sun when I'm yawning. You are some sun in the morning while yawning. The list of the night is the one. You should have forewarned. Now I'm all in, get the all in when I'm on. Matter of fact, it's just practice. Matter of fact, fucking fashion. Matter of fact, the fastest square, the squad slower than the one-legged rabbit. Bitch, I'm the best. Bitch, I'm a beast. Tad rabbit, teeth gnashing, the black assassin. Fuck all that capping, nigga, casting. Then the cat with his rap shit, and the fasted for many on plastic, kicking the world off his ass, kicking asses. Man, you know what the facts is. SpokenGhost in this bitch, and that's just like the 650 on the switch, man. We out this bitch, yo, my nigga Tip. Man, yo, thank y'all for tuning into my next podcast, episode 18. Man, we're motherfucking out, man. Yo, man. Peace.